Good morning. Hey, this math paper looks easy. It's really short. I mean, it looks long, but very short amount of problems. There's only what, about 7? There's only 10 story problems. 10 problems today. Wow. I would make you do this on your own, but I know that story problems can be very challenging. But again, this is where the real math comes in. Sometimes people say, when are we ever going to need to know this? Well, these are like real life situations that people use all the time. So you'll see how you can use this, okay? So write an equation. We know what those are. Mrs. Hill's classroom bulletin board is 10 feet long, 3 feet tall. That's about what mine is. I think mine's 8 by 3. How much border will she need to go all the way around? Okay, so when you're going all the way around, you're doing perimeter. So we just add the two together. There's 2 times 10 plus 2 times 3, because there's 2 10-foot sides and 2 3-foot sides. 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 3 is 6. Add those together. It is 26 feet. Not square feet, because it's not the area inside the bulletin board. This is the border they're talking about. Putting this little blue border around. Math is fun, bulletin board. Yeah. Okay, then the next one. See how easy that was? The next one says, the softball league wants to enclose the softball field with a fence. The dimensions of the field, let me pull this up a little further so you can see the field. The dimensions of the field are 250 feet long and 250 feet wide. How much feet of fencing? So they're going to put a fence around this diamond, baseball diamond. So we need 2 times 250 plus, actually it's a square, isn't it? So we don't even need to do that. You guys can cross that out. 4 times 250. Can you add those together? What's 25 and 25 and 25 and 25? Is 100. And add that extra 0. 1,000. 4 times 250 is 1,000 feet. And it's just linear feet. That means just one straight row of feet, not the area, so not square. But the second or the third story problem is going to be about the inside of the baseball field. It says the distance between bases on the softball field is 65 feet. How far will Alyssa run if she hits a home run and runs around all the bases? Okay, so it says the distance between, let me fix this, it's bugging me. Okay, so the distance between the bases is 65 feet. So 65 feet to first base, 65 feet to second base, 65 feet to third base, 65 feet to home. So there's another little square. That's why they call it a baseball diamond. It's like a little square. Okay, so that means she's going to do 4 lengths of 65 feet, right? She's going to run 65 feet 4 times, which is going to equal what? That one, I'm not sure I can do in my head. What's 5 times 4? 20. What's 6 times 4? 24 plus 2. She's going to run 260 feet total for a home run. All right. And let me see if you guys know. Is that longer or shorter? That whole 260 feet for a home run? Is that longer or shorter than a football field? If a guy takes a football and he intercepts it at the 1 yard line or whatever, and he runs all the way back for a pick 6 or however you say that. I don't know football as well as I know some other sports. Baseball I know pretty well. Basketball I know pretty well. This one, okay, 260 feet. Is that more or less than a football field? How much is a football field? It's 100 what? It's not 100 feet. It's 100 yards, okay? So how much would that be in feet? We're doing our own story problem. In feet, how many feet are in a yard? 3. So multiply by 3. So a football field is 300 feet long. And she ran how much to go all the way around the bases? 260. So the football field wins. The football player has to run further for his home run type thing. than she does for her home run. See, that was fun. Story problems can be fun. All right, then at the bottom of the page, number 4, Mr. Franklin is putting molding around the living room window. That's what this is called. You probably never even paid attention. But if you just stuck the window in there and left the drywall sitting there, it would have a really ugly, rough edge on it. So they put this molding around it to make it look nicer. So look at your window next time and see what kind of molding you have around your window. It says the window measures 3 feet by 5 feet. How much feet of molding will be put around the window? Around means perimeter, right? So we're measuring around, not the area inside. Okay, so it's 5 by 3. So 3 times 5 equals 15. He needs, whoops, that's the area. I did that wrong right after I told you not to do that. That's the area inside. So if he wanted to know how many square feet his window is, it would be 15 feet. But if it's perimeter, we have to do 2 of the sides of each one. 2 of the side 3s and 2 of the side 5s. The length and the width, add them together. 6 and 10 equals 16 feet, and not square feet because it's not area. So this whole side was about perimeter. What do you think this side will be? You think this will all be area, or do you think it will be a mixture? Which one do you think? Your teacher may allow you to use a calculator. You don't need a calculator. You need to learn how to do it the right way. But guess what? I'll never know what you do, will I? Not in this. If you were in my classroom, I wouldn't let you use one. But since you're at home, I guess it's not the end of the world. As long as you know how to do you got to know what problem to do. The calculator's not going to tell you what problem to do. You know what? I'll do that. I'll let you guys use a calculator, but that means I'm not going to do the answers. You'll have to come up with your own answers. Okay? Let me look at these real quick and see. This one says area. This is the lawn. That's seeding the middle of his lawn. That's also going to be area. This one's going to be area. This one's going to be area. 10-pound pounding of grass. How many square feet? Square feet means area. Dr. Chen hired a cement contractor to pour a new driveway. What's the area? Okay, number 9, though, is perimeter again. So you'll have to do the P formula. Add up all the sides. 10, can you guys even see? 10 is a row. Okay, so if they're rows that you're measuring, that's another perimeter. So it looks like 9 and 10 are perimeter. So you'll have to do those 2 as perimeter. And down below, you can see the yard with the measurements on it. So number 9 and 10 are referring to that down there. Actually, I guess the whole thing is referring to that. Okay, so I'll let you use the calculator, but you guys got to come up with the right problems to put in there. That won't be too hard. Just remember that if you're figuring area, you do length times width. So you do 250 times 25. You do, the area that he needs to cover. You'll have to look down at that picture to find the dimensions of his backyard and do the length of his backyard times the width. And if he has more, he has 2 yards, so look at the backyard, not the front yard. Pay attention. Then the front yard, if you have to do the area of the front yard, it has an extra little thingy here, so you're going to have to measure what this is and that if you have to do the front yard. I don't know. I didn't read them, honestly. Okay, so all of these on top, 5, 6, 7, 8, you do area equals length times width. The ones on the bottom, you have to do perimeter, which equals the side plus side plus side plus side, however many sides there are. If it's 5 sides, you got 5 sides to add up. If it's 2 sides, it won't be 2 sides. There is no 2-sided polygon, right? It'll be at least 3 sides. So if 3 sides, you have to add those 3 up. It's 4 sides, add those 4 sides up. Perimeter, we add them up. Area, we multiply 1 side, the length times the width. Okay, we'll see how you do. I'm interested to see. Have fun.